The Seahawks defensive line story got even more intriguing over the weekend when Jarran Reed, who was cut by the Seahawks on Friday, ended up getting a one-year deal to go to the Kansas City Chiefs. What's interesting about that is he gets to not only unite with Frank Clark, who, of course, when they played together on the line in his last year with Frank Clark here, you was able to see 10.5 sacks from Jarran Reed. And now in a position right now where things could even be better for him. Because what ends up happening, he has Chris Jones, $20+ million defensive tackle, who's one of the best interior pass rushers in the game out there. So that means you're going to double Clark, you're going to double Jones, but you're not going to double Jarran Reed. What's also interesting is the cost. Because again, I'm sure that there was talks to try to bring Reed back after he was cut. He was making $11.5 million a year. But think about what Seattle was able to do. Sure, they paid good money to be able to keep Carlos Dunlap, but also they were able to get Kerry Hyder on a 2-year deal at $3.5 million a year, and they were able to get Al Woods as a defensive tackle for 1 year, $3 million, and then Benson Mayowa for 3.8. Roughly, that's going to be less those three players than what Reed was making on the average. And so right now things are taken care of on the defensive line. Sure, they may look at a defensive tackle to add just for depth purposes and all that stuff. But again, it's fascinating to see. Reed goes to Kansas City. The Seahawks defensive line now has a pass rush, and now the concentration goes, do they get a cornerback and do they get a third receiver?